Greetings, y'all. Welcome to another edition of What You've Been Missing. I'm Bran.
What's going on, y'all? This is Armand.
Episode 31. We in here. Beat Society, man. Before we get started, man, we like to drop a little bit of mathematics. So we're going to start off with today's mathematics. And that is, no matter what you do in life, always make sure you're moving forward, man. You could pause the tape, you could play the tape, but always make sure you're moving forward, man. That goes for anybody in teaching, social work, you rap, you work, you're blue collar. If you hustling, you're trying to go, trying to go legit in your life, you always got to move forward, man. And we spend a little bit too much time looking back, reminiscing, and a lot of that time can get you caught up in darkness, man. So today's mathematics, just moving forward, brothers. How y'all feeling, man?
We good, man. I'm straight.
Friday, man.
Enjoying the summer. Yeah, enjoying the summer, man.
Yes, sir. We got the Democratic Party in Philadelphia. Philly's hot right now. You know what I mean?
And y'all go down to that? I ain't go down there. I
ain't mess with it.
I was at an event because I know one of the delegates.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, let me introduce everybody on the board real quick. We got Mac Katana with us, family to the show, and it's probably his third time on here with us. So he up here, he cutting the blade lyrically. You know what I mean, Mac? What up, man?
What's up, man?
We also got my Boricua brother. We got Ray in the building. Y'all know him from the 06 podcast, and he also did the 2015 podcast with us. Ray, what's up, man?
What up? And since he said Boricua, I gotta say Wepa for any Latino listeners of the Puerto Rican brand.
Straight up. And then last but not least, man, we got Zoelect Hanukkah / Zoe Electronica, Zoe the God. You know
what up? Always blessing with these brothers. Going to see do what they do.
Yeah, I had to give everybody a proper introduction, man. So before we get into the actual podcast, I just wanted to touch on Mac a little bit. He recently dropped a mixtape, Before the Wildfire. Is that the correct name?
Yes, Wildfire.
Okay. So he had a joint that randomly popped up on SoundCloud, and I probably got it like midnight, on my way home in the crib, and I immediately hit him up on Twitter or whatever, man, yo, that you smoked that, So I'm gonna play a snippet of that, and then I wanna just talk to Mac a little bit about just his process and the new stuff he got coming out.
Imagine it, sitting on my throne, I ain't having it. Mac can get accurate like Olympians throwing javelins. Heart cold as an avalanche, dark energy battling. Verses act as a catalyst. I'm on top of my addict shit. Ain't snapped in a while, but they ask for this. I'm how an assassin gets when I master spit. I'm trying to bend the world over like an ass that's thick. Dark skin looking like a child from Nazareth. And I'm glad to be black chosen. Master the rap's golden. Niggas better know that my rapidity rap smoking. Never lack any voltage, shocking the rap culture. Pass me the mic, I glow with my passion, I'm like over. Vulture to these clowns cause they dead to me. And I still eat, and talent looking rare to me. It's a rarity, I don't care for beef, but you can see that I'm a killer if you stare at me. I'm out for presidents to represent me, but not benevolence is evident forever you see. That my elegance is heavy when I flow with all the elements. Fire, water, earth, wind, all that I settle in. Nigga, it's warhead, guerrilla warfare. And we born well, you foolish if you think the world cares. I'm open, my verses are divine with no outside intervention. Songs that I write ignite all doubts with inattention. I'm out for presidents to represent me. I'm out for presidents to represent me.
That's all we gonna give him, man, for free.
Woo. Nice.
Hey, Mac, you got to check it out. It's funny. When Brandon called me. Brandon, what time was it? It was like 3 in the morning. I'm up with my girl. We talking and everything. I'm like, what the hell Brandon called me for? You know what I mean? So I'm like, I thought it was something wrong. And then he's like, yo, you got to listen to Mac John. So Shorty was like, you know what I mean? So I was listening, I'm like, I got right up. What is this? I'm like, man, you went in. I called Brandon back, but he ain't answered the phone. But it was like, He called me 3 in the morning. Like,
Right.
listen to this. And I stopped everything I was doing. I was eating, and I was like, hold up, let me listen to this. And I got up and started walking around. I was like, dang, he's spitting that fire. I'm like, what? That book you read that book, that AZ book, and you just like, oh, no, I got to represent for the culture.
Yo, and that's the second verse, man. We didn't even get to the second verse. He just go all the way in on that joint. But, yo, man, I mean, I told you off the air, man, that's the best verse I've heard from Legend. This year. New rapper, old rapper. Like, that's the best music I've heard this year so far. You know what I mean?
Real talk, man.
Straight up. Yeah, man, so that's not even on the mixtape. Yeah, man, so what was your process, you know, like going through that, you know, doing that actual track?
I mean, well, I always loved the instrumental, first of all. You know, from when Jay went on it to when Jay went on it the second time, till Cole went on it, till Cole went on it the second time. And I just never, you know, I never thought to rap on it because it was kind of like, you know, it's big shoes to fill. You know, you can't just step on legendary territory and do anything. But, you know, after a while, I was just like, you know, well, I can do this. And then, you know, if it's not harder the first time, I might come out with another one like everybody else. Mm-hmm. So that was just my mind on it. I mean, it wasn't challenging, but it was just, you know, I can't slack on beats like that.
Straight up. Yeah, and Ray, I mean, while we were listening, Ray was just like, wow, that president stuff, like, that's what you about to do?
and you know what I'm saying? Like, and I asked Brandon, I was like, how old are you? He said, you're 22. And I was just like, wow. Because, like, what I'm used to, a lot of the people who are your age are going,
Oh, man.
That's one way to put it.
Say no more.
But a lot of people, like, you know, like you went the Dead Presidents route. A lot of people would have been trying to rap over something by like Metro Boomin that Future did, you know, or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
And so not only did you pick, you know, a classic beat, you know, from the 90s by a legend, even the way you rapped over it, you're rapping in a way that I feel a lot of the mainstream generation isn't putting the kind of effort in. You know, the way you were flowing, your delivery, and the quality of the lines you were dropping. Like, you weren't just dropping filler bars just to hear yourself on a beat. You were actually caring about dropping a dope verse. You know, this is my first time hearing you. It was a dope verse. So, you know, it's refreshing to hear that from the younger generation. I'm 32, so you're 10 years younger than me. It's refreshing to hear that from the younger generation.
Oh, man, I appreciate that, man.
No problem.
I had to wipe the sweat off my brow, man. I was getting a little heat. I'm like, ooh, you know, straight up. I mean, but the lyrics there, I mean, it was almost as if we're hearing a 90s artist, but you're 22. You know what I mean? Yeah. Almost like a Joey Badass situation where, you know, he's a new school rapper, but he still has that old soul, but still relevant for this time period. So not sound like you're trying to sound like a dated rapper. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So, man, this isn't on the mixtape, but just tell us a little bit about the mixtape, man, and what you got going on right now, brother.
Well, I do got Wildfire. It's out now. I released it on audiomac.com, and you can simply just put Wildfire, and it'll pop up, probably like the second project. But it's basically what it is. Like, that's why I named it Wildfire, because it's a lot of tracks that, you know, it's a lot of aggression, it's a lot of soulful stuff, and it's, you know, it's a lot of, it's a little bit of hype things on it, but it's, you know, I wanted to spread like one, and I didn't really promote it much, and the promotion I got for just posting it once, you know, it was love, it was good. I got good feedback, and right now I'm working on a whole project where I can have a video for every song, because it's going to, you know, talk about everything that's going on, but everything will be visualized, you know, from the intro to the outro.
Nice, man.
So that's what I'm working on now.
And, well, you know, so you actually had, so that's audiomac.com, that's where you put it on?
Yes.
Okay, so audiomac.com.
I did throw it on SoundCloud too, but I think 2 songs I couldn't put on my SoundCloud. So, but the first method that I used to promote was Audio Mac.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. And also, man, I mean, while we're just in the realm of talking about your stuff, I saw that you you got the hat thing going on now, man. You had like that, had the Unk hats, and you had the African Queen hats. You know what I mean? Talk a little bit about that, man.
Oh yeah, my shout out my boy Dante, for creating. But we got these hats, and I actually do the designs for the side of the hats for future products. But the first release, we just released the hats with like the African Queen, the African symbol, and the Unk symbol. And it's, the actual brand is called Life Hats. So it's like life, then hats, but with a Z instead of an S. And they're actually, you can actually go buy them and back off the mall in Virginia, Norfolk, Virginia now, in the Root store, because it's a black-owned business. But we're just trying to get that afloat, and we get positive vibes from people buying them. It's good.
All right, man. So if people want to get that, man, where do they go? And what's the Twitter link and all that good stuff, man?
For right now, we do have just an Instagram account, and it'll be life_HATZ. You can go up there. It's a fresh Instagram account, new followers. We'll promote, has a lot of pictures of some of the hats that are already in the mall and everything. So.
And they snapbacks, right?
They're
straps. Because I got, you gotta look out for the big-headed brothers, man. You know what I'm saying?
I got dreads, so
Right. You already know.
I gotta pull the joint all the way to the extreme. Might gotta wear it backwards just to pull it off. But
Straight up. Hey man, I always say like I got a cross. Me and my brother got a cross, Celtic cross. We got brothers for life, but I always tell everybody, if I'd have known what I known when I got that tattoo, it would have been an Unk instead of a cross.
Oh yeah, because the Unk is the Egyptian symbol of life, eternal life. But
yes, sir.
I mean, we live when we learn.
Oh yeah.
Because I've had a few rosaries in my middle school days and high school days.
Right. Well, listen, man.
They took us back. You said rosary. I remember that Catholic school.
That's definitely some Catholic stuff. Hey, so before we get into the actual podcast, the topic of discussion, I got a curveball I want to throw at y'all. And so Waka Flocka was on the Breakfast Club recently. And I'm not really a Waka Flocka fan, but I just like to keep up with what's going on. Waka Flocka.
Oh,
We already know where Armand about to go with this.
He's like, yo, this is over.
But he had an interview. I'll play a snippet, and he said some stuff that I did like. So I just want to get you guys' feedback. And so the premise was he was talking about rappers. So he's 30. I think he just turned 30. So he was talking about rappers not growing up, and his peers not wanting to grow up in hip hop.
Right now, there's no way in hell I'm messing with anybody that's gonna revert me back to my old life, because I'm not with the argue. Like I don't know how to Instagram. I don't know how to tweet. I don't know how to be strategic in marketing strategy. I don't. I just know one thing: yay or nay. It's no playing. It's like and for my business and for my lifestyle. I got real deals on the table. I'm doing real business. You see what I'm saying, brother? And I can't be playing with nobody that wants to strip his butts all day. Like, I can't do that. Like, I have nothing against nobody doing that. Like, I can't hang with nobody 30 plus just want to go to the strip club. Absolutely. I can't do that. And I ain't throwing no shade to nobody. I think we really need to grow the up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hip hop really need to grow up. I think that's the downside about hip hop. Nobody want to grow up. Like, I can't keep making the same music. Like, this is the last of the music I ever make, being wild and crazy. Because the mindset I'm at right now, I don't even feel comfortable rapping like that. Absolutely. And it ain't even about me being soft, this, that, and the third. It's deeper than like everybody on this Black Lives Matter movement. It's deeper than all that. I see what the cause was. I see that I was part of a problem. You see what I'm saying? It's like now I'm starting to see like, okay, really got to change.